Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Serious Strategy Game and we're returning to Rule the Waves 2, where we are at war against the French. It's been somewhat unsatisfactory so far. We've been losing a couple of ships towards mainly their submarines, which I find extremely annoying, including a light carrier actually, so that is very, very unfortunate. So yeah, we are trying to get at them though, and we are trying to get towards the Northern Europe home base by a lot of our ships. So we are bringing carriers from the Caribbean. We are sending in battleships from the North American East Coast. We are still retaining a couple of forces in the Caribbean because we are trying to prepare for an invasion in the Antilles, and we're going to see whether that is going to work. Ooh, so we do know something about the French medium bombers. The bomb load doesn't seem to be too bad, but yeah. Still interesting to see. New stuff being... Ooh. Smith is suffering. Some French radar being interned. That's nice to see. And we do get a convoy attack. So in Western France, the enemy is France, of course. We do have more ships than they do. Although they have more capital ships. And it is a large battle. So let's see whether that's going to work out. Do we want to attack enemy ships or do we attack enemy airfields? And I think we want to attack enemy ships near the objective. Don't think we have many aircraft that are capable to fly that far, but let's see. Okay, so this is indeed a very, very large battle and promises to be a very good and nice battle indeed. So what have we got over here? We've got the 3 California class battleships. They've got all forward armament, they've strong secondary batteries. They are the pride of our fleet at 43,000 tons. They are supported by a couple of destroyers and C-class light carriers over here, including 2 ships that are clipping into each other. And more importantly, they have got the Langley and the Saratoga, so the pride of our aircraft carrier fleet actually. So that is very nice. I think we're going to ask them to be supporting our main battle line, and we're going to give them the... What? Okay, so we have independent aircraft carrier operations. That's nice to see. We're still going to try to keep them somewhat close to our battleships. Of course not too close. Got the Langley. Yeah, I think we can AI control you. So you're going to be screening our battleships. Our carriers. Maybe you shouldn't be screening them. Maybe you should be... Come on. I want to get the light carrier cruisers. There we go. So you should be... supporting them. Let's give you a support mission. Yeah, the carriers are going to sail north. Over here is our target area, and let's also check on... Well, that's an interesting setup. I think the left search pattern can be much closer towards the north, and then we're going to extend the right one a little bit, and we're going to go for maximum carrier air patrols because I think that's important. Right, and then over here we've got the Connecticut. You, I think, should also be supporting the battle line. That should be okay. And then over here we've got 3 guys. You should be scouting ahead for the battle line. It's fine if you are AI controlled. I don't really want to control every single ship over here. And then we've got another one over here. We can send you directly over there. Yeah. Ooh, lots of our ships don't really have any fuel remaining, and we can't really control our ships at this moment. We should also check on our strike aircraft. So on the Langley and on the California, we've got a couple of torpedo bombers, 6 and 8, 8 and 7. So I'm gonna ask you here to be on a naval strike with torpedoes. You're currently unready, so we are gonna ready this strike. So basically get it all armed up and ready to strike. That does have some disadvantages. Most importantly, and over here you've got 16 ready on the Saratoga. Yeah, that's very nice. Okay, and you're going to be readied as well. There we go. So you can see their status has changed from unready to readying, and that means they will soon be able to strike and basically being armed and all of that. So that's good to see. Right. Can we get over here? I suppose we cannot yet change any of our orders, which is a little bit unfortunate. Why are you going this way actually? Can't you? Okay, no, you are going north. Just can't change your speed. Can I ask you to come over here? You're not turning, aren't you? Yeah, you're not. But we are seeing all of our search aircraft starting here and hopefully finding someone. What was that? Clearwater sights an unknown ship. Okay, here they are. Here is the enemy already. I think we should now get all of you to Squadron Max. Speed. You guys here in particular. I'm going to send you a little bit behind the battleships. We're going to steer the battleships right towards over here. And then the light carrier can come over here. Oh, this is an extremely old light cruiser, sorry. Yeah, you can see this weird gun setup. So we are barely out of engagement range. Oh no, not that barely. Okay, so let's drive a little bit closer. Just look at all of these enemy ships. What are you? Okay, so we've got a battleship over here, and that battleship has fired 5 heavy guns at Clearwater and scored an engine hit at this guy down here. And you're now down to 22 speed. Well, that is unfortunate, my friend. Let's ask you to be coming back over here at max speed. And yeah, we need to bring in these battleships as fast as possible. And you know what? I think what we can do is, if we know that there are battleships over there and we have been already hit by heavy guns, is we are going to try to launch our strike craft already. These guys are ready already. So we are going to ask them to target naval air stations. No, I don't want to do any of that. I would like you to target a location, namely over here, with naval strikes, and that's fine. So yeah, let's launch that strike. Yeah, that's very good. It's gonna take, of course, a couple of minutes to take off and all of that, but that should be okay. Lots of ships down here. Luckily there's no striking or anything, so yeah, our engagement range already covers this, so our battleships can come up over here, form a line, and that should be okay. And we have identified our first ship over here. It's the Magenta class, 21 knots, very old ship, it appears, 1916, so one of the very early dreadnoughts. But I suspect that there are more, yeah, and we are suspecting that this here is a battle cruiser. And there seems to be a fairly modern battle cruiser as well. Well, 12-inch guns. Not that modern, I suppose, but there's another one over here. Are you engaging already? And if not, why aren't you? No, you are. I just don't see any lines. Okay, let's get you out of the way. You need to come back and get out of harm's way as well. Colorado has lost sight of the enemy. So maybe it's a sighting range problem? Yeah, it seems to be. Okay, so we need to come a little bit more towards the north. Yeah, our sighting range is much worse than our other range. Yeah, but we are on a very nice pattern over here because remember we've got the all-frontal armament, so we are well able to strike them. And we've learned about the presence of another heavy ship over here, 10-15-inch guns. Which are shooting at someone, but I don't think they are shooting at us right over here. I think they're shooting at the Clearwater probably. Right. So we can go a little bit more towards port. Try to keep the distance over here. We have scored a first hit on their ship over here. So that is nice to see. They're running at 20 knots. Curiously enough, they are not engaging with these guns, so probably they are shooting at the San Juan, which really needs to get out of there. This is a big gun battle. How are you guys looking? We've got 2 guys who are flying. I would maybe like to change your target a little bit. Right. How is our aircraft situation? We should be seeing that over here. Right, so you are taking off and then flying. Okay, so you're very close to engaging, and that would be lovely. So we can potentially drive a little bit further towards the left with our carriers. No, they are sort of going into the wind, which is appropriate for launching these strikes. Our battleships are coming under fire over here, so that's interesting to see. Paul Johns has been hit by a medium gun. Nothing too important so far. Haven't taken out any turret or anything so far, so that's to be expected somewhat. I think we can further adjust to the left over here, just to make sure that we are sort of engaging at very long ranges, because they have smaller guns, and smaller guns generally means worse range. We are firing 7 6-inch guns at the Kobe class. Not scoring any hits though. What are these destroyers doing over here? That is curious. Can we ask the Christison to be your supporting? Can you be core part of the battleship line? What are you guys doing over here? The Reno. Are you part of a weird scouting pattern? Oh yeah. Can you go to line ahead formation and be a core part of this battle line as well? Okay. What are you doing now? You are core. Okay, that's okay. Right, so you are engaging somewhat cleanly over there. Secondary batteries are firing on this destroyer, but they are not making a torpedo run. I think it's way too far away. Connecticut has been hit on the secondary battery. Hasn't lost anything yet, I think, though. And they are turning away. Still, all of their guns are firing, so I'm not sure whether that's critical so far. Wait. Okay, so they are turning away too much. I think we need to come back towards a due northern course. Maybe a little bit, yeah, like that. And where are our aircrafts? So all of them are combat air patrol. So it's not yet that our strike craft have launched. So let's see what they're doing. Taking off, flying. Just a minute or so. Readying to flying. More ships firing over here, but they are starting to become unidentified. Someone has misunderstood some signals, and Colorado has been hit. 6% damage from one heavy hit. 12-inch hit. Extended belt armor. We haven't really scored that many hits yet. I think only one hit on the last battleship over here. Be really nice to get our strike craft launching. Don't see that yet though. This should be the direction of the wind. And you guys should potentially come back up over here. Now these are all Martin Firebolts, which is our standard fighter. Oh, but there they are. 8 torpedoes bombers, the Lodestar Striker. So that's nice to see. You're gonna come over here, and that should be okay. So let's prepare further strikes then. We've got more torpedo bombers. We've got 7 torpedo bombers here on the Langley. And we've got another 8 torpedo bombers here. You guys should be readying a strike. Yeah, there we go. That's lovely to see. It's going to take, of course, a couple of minutes to be ready, but that is okay. Good. Well, further shots over here. And I think they are starting to withdraw. That's not necessarily bad, because again, our ships do have one very nice ability, and that is, let's turn together and let's sort of turn towards them. That should expose all of our frontal batteries against them. Yeah, there we are. And that should be able to get some strikes on them. Although they're not doing that much damage. Just why is your accuracy so bad? Let's look at the details over here. Oh, sorry, final rate of fire is okay. Hit chance 0.23. Smoke interference. What's the smoke interference? Well, it's probably their smoke, right? It must be. Yeah, our smoke is blowing somewhat favorably. But yeah, the smoke interference is really killing us. Probably their mine layers and their destroyers over here are laying smoke. That might be well true. Okay, so where are our aircraft? Over here. You really should be trying to get over there. Yeah, so we're at least starting to re-identify them. Okay, you are coming up here. That's good to see. They are still under fire. Should potentially dial down a little bit on the speed here. Okay, let's go 20 knots. I think they are going 20 knots. Yeah, and there we are. 16 torpedo bombers are approaching enemy ships. Lovely. Would be really nice to strike them. And see, they are doing some weird maneuvers then to basically disengage. And there we are. That does allow us to score a single hit on the Magenta class. And then we have no aircraft being hit. So that's good for us, of course. That means probably torpedoes are in the water right now. And these guys are over here. Do we want to adjust courses slightly? Yeah, I think we do. It's a little bit more towards the south. The California is doing something weird over here. It's not turning with the other ships, with the Connecticut and the other one. They are starting to fire on us. We haven't scored any torpedo hits yet. 8. Yes, there we are. Redoubtable has been hit by a torpedo. And it does some weird glitching over here. But yeah, it's very nice to get a torpedo hit because that probably means its speed is going to drop down. And that will allow us to target it a little bit more easily. Okay, what's happening here? So let's see. Lots of ships being firing on each other, and Lodestar from Saratoga torpedo bomb enemy battle cruiser. Okay, so it's just a single aircraft coming in. Yeah, and you guys are starting to look a little bit weird. Right, the Magenta class is coming up and over. All of the other guys are starting to run away a little bit. You guys are... You had light damage, you don't. Okay, let's go for a line of breeze formation. Corbet is hit by a torpedo, lovely. So both of these guys have now been hit by a torpedo. This guy has already suffered medium damage. So that's very promising, isn't it? Let's also look for our other ships. So the carriers, I think they can come up a little bit behind us. And we've got these light cruisers. Let's bring them down towards the south. Over here, I think that should be okay. Yeah, and let's look for our further strike craft. Since you guys are now ready, let's target the battleships. Nope. Sorry, wrong target. We should see them, no? These are all the reports. I don't want to target the reports. I want to target the actual ships. Okay, let's simply go for the location over here. There, and that should be okay. And then, yeah, let's just simply launch the strike. And we've got our ships over here. All of them slightly damaged. Nothing too major yet. But yeah, let's see. Kobe hit by another torpedo. Very lovely. So yeah, 2 torpedoes on the Kobe, 1 on the Redoubtable. Magenta class coming under fire over here. Under heavy fire, I would suppose. Yeah, but just the formation here is getting so weird. Okay, let's go for line ahead. Let's not turn together anymore. And let's go for somewhat southerly course. Magenta hit also by a torpedo. Yeah, our aircraft carriers are starting to show their worth. Redoubtable, so both of these hit by 2 torpedoes, and the Magenta are by a single torpedo, which is also suffering heavy damage now, and it's down to 5 knots speed. So yeah, our battleships should be really making some use of their guns now. Yeah, you can see the hits just coming out from the California and the Connecticut. And these guys are starting to fall back in range. You've suffered one heavy hit and you have already taken what damage? 29% by a single hit. And one of your turrets is jammed, so I think that also contributes to that statistic. Medium damage here now. And the Connecticut is hit in the engine room, which is never good, but it doesn't seem to do too much damage. 15-inch hits. All of them 15-inch hits. Still, I think we are doing more damage with our 16-inch guns. Yeah, especially the Magenta, the last one here, that's strangling a little bit. We're also being raked by secondary guns. You can see yellow and red arrows coming in, or yet lines coming in towards that. So that is an issue for them. Well, these guys are starting to run away a little bit, so we're going to zigzag and come up sort of this way as well. Yeah, the Magenta claws really should be just raked over here. Heavy hits. A lot of heavy hits. Okay, can you actually target the other ships over here? The Colbert and Redoubtable? I think the... Which one is the more modern ship here? You have 12-inch guns, 11-inch. They're a little deck armor though on the other ones. Okay, yeah, let's try to target the Redoubtable. I think it's the more important one. There we go. Lovely. Get over here. Yeah, we are still shooting at the Magenta with our secondary guns. But that's a good. And with our primary guns apparently. Yeah, but you should sink extremely quickly now. Okay, can I take the maybe not the Crescent, maybe the San Juan over here. Don't really like this ship anyway. Okay, max speed. Come in close. Target the Magenta Claws. Can't do that now, but you will be able to soon. So that should be okay. Ooh, Connecticut hit on the turret. And it's probably not working due to that. No. It wasn't working before. So yeah, that's probably okay. Just one light gun and that actually hit the turret. Interesting. Kobe claws hit, that's good to see. Okay, these are way too many destroyers. Okay, you guys. On a line ahead formation. Okay, just be independent, line ahead. Max speed, 34 knots. Do come over here and torpedo these guys. Really love to see that. Clinton, what are you doing? You're core part of this. Okay, so you just come back in line. Yeah, we're still scoring hits on these guys. I think we are starting to waste our ammo there. So could you please go ahead and start really to shoot at the Redoubtable. Still shooting on the Magenta Claws. 16-inch guns. Okay, you know what? Can you hold fire for just maybe 10 minutes over here? And of course we are being hit immediately on the Connecticut. And you know what? I think I want to have you go this way, because otherwise we are risking torpedoing our own ships. 6-inch gun hits on the Kobe. Connecticut being hit though by the Kobe actually. Still you're doing fine. So that's okay, yeah. More medium gun hits, but medium gun hits are not a big problem. You should be more or less dead in the water, sinking on fire. Yeah. Pebble near miss. We're still hitting on these guys. They're clearly sinking. I would love to put a torpedo in. Just look at that. Look at all of their turrets. Out of their 5 turrets, 1 is out of action and 3 are permanently damaged. So there's no danger from this ship anymore. Maybe from the secondary guns a little bit. But stop wasting ammo on them. Except torpedoes. Torpedoes would be fine. You've got 6 torpedoes. Connecticut secondary battery hit. Connecticut is being raked by fire here. Okay, you know what? You can start to fire again. On these guys, please. Lots of hits over here. Including the Connecticut. You should really not fire on these guys. Come on, are you shooting torpedoes? Have you got any torpedoes left? Yeah, you do. Do launch them. The Epic class, where's that? Over here. Well, that's fine. Connecticut hit. Connecticut hit. Connecticut is starting to see some damage. Flotation and structure damage. 6 heavy hits, 1 medium hit, 3 light hits. Are you please concentrating your fire? Not on these guys, but somewhere over here, please. Just look at all of these hits. Yeah, this Connecticut is being hit hard over here. Could you also please target these guys with your torpedoes? I know you've got 4. Launch them. Yeah, there we go. 3 torpedoes hit. Pebble has launched 3 hits. Lovely. So you should really be sinking. I mean, 3 torpedo hits and I think 2 torpedo hits from the aircraft. That should really do it. Oh, our aircraft carriers are starting to run away a little bit. You should come back into play, please. You should also have a look at our torpedo bombers, because you're probably... Ooh, you're not ready? Did we not send you out? You are unready. Well, if that's the case, then do please ready the strike. Huh, curious. Are you coming in or going out? No, you're starting... Oh, you are launching strikes. Okay, that's nice to see. Lots of hits on the enemy, still on the Magenta class. Just leave them alone, they are sinking. Connecticut waterline hit. Okay, the Connecticut is starting to take a lot of damage over here. Heavy hit 7. 12 inch, 12 inch, 12 inch, 12 inch, 15 inch. So California is shooting at Redoubtable and Connecticut is shooting at Kobe. But neither are hitting very well. Well. And these guys are apparently making smoke. More Magenta class hits. The wooden. Let's bring you up over here. Maybe start to do some further torpedo launches. And you know what? The Pebble I'm going to send back. Because you did at least launch torpedoes. Kobe class hit. That's nice to see. 16-inch guns. Yes! Very good. So the Kobe is hit in turret Y. On the turret top there's a turret flash fire and the ship blows up immediately. So that's a very nice immediate strike over there. And it was the California, I believe, that did the job. So the middle ship here striking the Kobe, very nice. Good hits over there. Good hits over there. So that even went down before the Magenta. That's interesting to see, isn't it? Right, could you launch your torpedoes? I know you've got 6. Do come back, man. Lovely. Okay, there are some torpedoes apparently being launched by Burrows over there. Okay, but we haven't... What's curious is we haven't really found the enemy shipping yet. So this is an attack on enemy shipping, remember, so on commercial shipping. So we've got now 3 battleships against their single battleship. So the Redoubtable is being hit hard over here with at least 2 16-inch, 3 3 16-inch hits, but the Connecticut is being hit further and further. It does 40% damage. Redoubtable. Magenta. Connecticut. Connecticut being hit twice by the Redoubtable. So it has 2 turrets back here. One of the turrets in the front is disabled. It has a couple of secondary batteries. I think what we need to do though is rerun the line towards the south over here. So we are starting to suffer a little bit damage. Redoubtable hit, that's nice. Magenta hit, that's irrelevant. Do launch your torpedoes. Connecticut. Just how unlucky is Connecticut? 45% damage. 12 heavy hits. These guys are extremely accurate. I have to admit. Right, so please do come due south. We're being a little bit more Clemenceau superstructure hit, Magenta class hit, Redoubtable hit. Just with 3-inch guns though. Connecticut superstructure hit. Still a good couple of hits on the Redoubtable over here, which is apparently sinking. I don't quite believe that yet, so as long as we can continue to rake it, I think that's what we want to do. Yeah, still no news on the commercial ships. I'm not too sure. Ooh, let's use another battle cruiser. I haven't asked you to do that automatically, have I? Okay, so the carriers, where are you going actually? Langley and the Saratoga. So I think you're launching aircraft. Can I ask you to come down here kindly? Ooh. Is this really true, I wonder? Do they have that many ships here? Yes, they do. Ooh, that does change everything. And these are extremely modern and big ships. So I kind of do not want to engage them. That's maybe a little bit too much. Especially for the poor Connecticut. At least you've got your turret back in action. So that's nice. Your ammo is still okay. Okay, let's start to fire at these guys. If they are coming in. But I think we do need to come out of here. So let's actually run these guys around. What are you doing? You are AI controlled. Okay, let's go back to normal things over here. The Pebble is still trying to launch its last 3 torpedoes. And it's a centerline swivel mount, so it really shouldn't take that long. Wooden as well. Right, so how are our aircraft looking? Lots of guys on the Saratoga. And on the Langley. Ready, flying, carrier air patrol. Why do I not see more? Oh well, weird. So all of you are unready because you have too little aircraft. Could only launch this guy. That wouldn't really be worth it. Okay, so still with the appearance of these ships, I think we'll have to put in a cut to this episode. And we'll have to see how things are gonna go next time. So yeah, we have got the Redoubtable, which is sinking. I've got the Magenta over here, which we very much suspect is sinking at 5 knots, heavy damage and on fire. And we've got these three battle cruisers, 2 of which we do know are fairly modern, coming in. So let's see whether they can stand up to our 3 battleships, which are a little bit less modern and somewhat shot up already. But yeah, we'll have to see. For now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.